Yeah, blessed love sports trackers. Happy independence to one and all Jamaicans in Jamaica and across the world. All Jamaican people, big up on yourself. Alright, so if you are here for the very first time, by the way, I'm going to ask that you please do me a favor and go ahead and subscribe. And after you have subscribed, if you wish to continue getting notifications from this channel, simply click the notification bell so that you will be notified each time I release a new video. Alright, sports trackers, I just want to comment a little bit on the men's 100-meter final at the Olympics, at the Paris Olympics. So Noah Lyles came out victorious with a time of 9.79 seconds. Kishian Thompson finished second also with a time of 9.79 seconds. And Fred Curley finished third in that race. A lot of Jamaicans took to social media subsequent to the race, and a lot of persons have been saying that Kishian Thompson should have been given the nod because his head actually crossed the finish line first. Some persons are saying that Kishian Thompson's foot actually crossed the line before any part of Noah Lyles' body, right? But to be frank with you, sports trackers, I am a bit surprised of the large number of persons that are not aware, that are ignorant of the rules of track and field, because it is actually the torso that is used to determine the winner of the race, right? So when you look back at the photo finish, you will clearly see that Noah Lyles' torso actually crossed the line before Kishian's torso. So that is why Noah Lyles was given the win, right? Now, I must commend Noah Lyles for his performance in that 100 meter. Noah Lyles actually performed like a Jamaican. And this is the reason why I've said that. The way in which Noah Lyles managed the rounds of the 100 meter, it is not typical of American sprinters, right? American sprinters are used to coming out in the first round and blowing out the cobwebs. Sprinting very fast, running personal best times, running very fast in the first round and in the semifinals, right? But what we saw from Noah Lyles was a very mature performance, right? We saw him coming out in the heats 10.04, finishing second, coming back in the semifinals 9.83, getting faster, but still not at his best. And he came back in the finals and used all of his experience to beat the fastest man in the world this year, Kishian Thompson. 9.79 seconds, leaning at the line, to ensure that he got the victory over Kishian. Noah Lyles knew who he was up against. He knew that Kishian was in the best shape of his life. He knew that Kishian had a 9.77 seconds going into the Olympics. So Noah Lyles knew that he had to come out and run his best race, and that is what he did. So we must give credit to Noah Lyles because what we saw was a performance that was typical of Jamaicans. Jamaicans are usually known for managing the rounds, jogging in the heats, going a little bit faster in the semifinals, and coming out in that final and running your PB. Having said that though, I must also commend Kishian Thompson, 23 years old, going to his first major championship, first Olympics, and winning a silver medal. And if we should look back at the race, I think we can all agree that inexperience got the better of Kishian. Because Kishian Thompson actually led the race for about 90 meters, and then he began to get a little bit impatient, in his own words, and begin to tighten up towards the latter part of the race. And, that caused him the race. Congratulations to Kishian nevertheless, because Kishian did very, very well. You understand? It is just that Noah Lyles is far more experienced than Kishian Thompson, and that I think was the difference in the end. So congratulations to Noah Lyles. Congratulations to Kishian Thompson. Congratulations to Oblique Civil as well. We must never ever forget that Oblique Civil stated at the end of the race that he was injured. He felt something during the race and still managed to run 9.91 seconds. No, 9.1 seconds sports trackers and finish last place. That was a very special 100 meter finals indeed, because I saw somebody showing a clip where Carl Lewis actually won his 100 meter race a couple of years ago with a time of 9.92 seconds. So Oblique Civil's time could have won in another Olympics further down the road. So that is just to show that this 100 meter race was indeed an historic race, and we definitely have to congratulate all the men who participated in the race. But all I'm saying right now, sports trackers, is that we ought to show Noah Lyles, despite his showboating, we have to show him some amount of respect for his performance in this year's Paris Olympics. Blessings, sports trackers.